senior advocate for women and girls at Refugees International, and joins us now live from Denver, Colorado. Good to have you with us. The UN chief, Antonio Guterres, has called for safer travel routes and strengthened rescue operations. Do you agree that there has to be safer ways for people trying to migrate?
Yes, that's exactly what needs to happen. And the Secretary General used to be the High Commissioner for Refugees, the UN High Commissioner for Refugees. So he's very familiar with these tragedies, and he's very familiar and knows really what needs to happen to ensure that we have less of these tragedies happen, which have happened over and over and over again. I mean, since 2014, more than 26,000 people are missing or dead in this Mediterranean route, in these routes from that migrants have to take. So that's exactly what we need. We need safe and legal pathways for people to take to get safety in places like Europe. And it's really a tragedy that can ultimately be avoided with some simple policy measures.
Yet we see the Italian government actually tightening the law on rescue operations. Is that going to deter migrants from making the crossing, or is it going to put them more at risk?
It'll definitely put them more at risk. I mean, exactly what you said. The Italian government and Italian leaders are making it more difficult and more complicated for rescue operations to be successful. And this, we've seen over the years, this does not deter migrants and refugees and people seeking asylum. I mean, a huge portion of the people that were on that boat as well came from Afghanistan. We know that Afghanistan is not safe. We know that people fleeing from Afghanistan need safety, and the EU has even come to that conclusion in their own guidance documents on asylum. So I think that's exactly, the wrong approach, and we need to be advocating against that as strongly as possible.
But surely there also has to be tougher action against unscrupulous traffickers. I mean, these are people who are making promises to families trying to escape terrible situations, promises which turn out to be hollow and end up putting these poor people's lives at risk.
Indeed, but again, if there were safe and legal pathways for these people to get to the EU and other safe countries, the traffickers wouldn't really have business. The business model comes from the fact that there's very limited ways for these people to seek safety and get to the places that they need to go to, and even reunite with family in some cases.
I mean, you're well aware that migration is a very politically charged issue. A lot of countries don't want to take more migrants in. In this case, we have at least 80 people who've been rescued from that tragedy on Sunday. They're now in a temporary reception centre in Italy, trying to come to terms with what's happened to them. Do we know where they're going to end up? What's going to happen to them?
No, I mean, we don't know where they're going to end up. They can certainly seek asylum in Italy, and that's what I expect would happen. But also other EU countries in solidarity accept some of these refugees and allow them to seek asylum in their country. Now, seeking asylum does not mean they automatically get to stay. Seeking asylum is ensuring that they have their right to make their case, to explain why they've left, and to explain why they can't go back to where they came from. So that is a legal right that they should have, whether it's in Italy or other countries in the EU.
Good to speak with you. Thank you very much indeed, Devon Cone there in Denver, Colorado.
Thank you.